183.45. Then what you have to do after you get your slenderness ratio, you have to refer your table number 9C of your IS 800. What will I get from that? I am going to get my FCD value. So here also again you have to interpolate. You just refer your steel table. Sorry, if you just refer your IS 800, you will have 180 and 190. Write down the slenderness ratio values for 180 and 190. Your 183 will lie somewhere over here. So just interpolate for 180 and 90 and just try to find out your slenderness value. Directly you can interpolate in your calci. Okay, putting the two values for 180, what is your value, and for 190, what is the value, you can find out for 183.45. You just interpolate, you're going to get your value. What is the value you will be getting? FCD, or your design compressive stress, you will get it as 42.25 Newton per mm square. Then try to find out your compressive strength of the member. The formula for compressive strength of your member is PD is equal to AE into FCD. Area is not going to change. Area will remain the same, whatever you have got from your step number 1. Okay, you have written down sectional area for that particular section, same area into FCD. Now new value of FCD is 42.25. So just trying to find out your compressive strength, you will get it as 53.10 kilonewton. This is your second case. Third case, what is the change they've given? They've given that it is a welded connection. What changes in all the types of your connection? Only the effective length. For a welded connection, effective length is equal to 0.70 into L. So 0.70 into the length of the member is 3 meter or 3000 mm. So this will be 2100 mm. Then you have to find out your slenderness ratio. It is effective length divided by gamma minimum. What changes here? Only your effective length. Gamma minimum is same like how we have taken in the previous two cases. 1.07. Write down your, from your refer your table number 9C. Now this 151 will lie between 150 and 160. First write down these two values, interpolate and find for 151.07 in your calci. You will get this value. Whatever value you get, that is going to be your FCD value. So what is that FCD you get? You will get it as 58.56 Newton per mm square. So once you get your FCD value, you can find out your compressive strength of the member. What is the compressive strength of the member? PD is equal to AE into FCD. Area will not change, same as your first step, 1257. Only thing that has changed is FCD, 58.56. So your PD will be equal to 73.61 kilonewton. You can just observe, you have got your compressive strength of the member due to single bolts, more than one bolt, and your welded connection. You just try to compare the values. Just see here, for weld you have got 73.61 as the strength of your member. Whenever you have done your more than two bolts, you have got 53.10, and for your single bolt you have got it as 39.87. So what is the conclusion you can draw? Your welded connections are stronger, the strongest out of all the three. And later, if you use more than one volts, you will get a greater value. So the least value always you get is for a single bolt. Okay, compressive strength will be greatest. Compressive strength will be greatest for your welded connection, and it is going to be least whenever you try to use the single bolts. How are you coming to such conclusion? In the question they can also ask you like derive conclusion for that, for this. Okay, so how can you derive conclusion for this? Seeing the final value of your compressive strength. Always it will be greatest for your welded. Even that is a check for you in the exam. If you get the value greater for this, then whatever steps you have done is correct. If you like answer is varying, like for this you get the least value, some calculation error you have done, or whenever you are doing your interpolation, maybe you have gone wrong in your calculator. Please check that. It should be greatest for your welded connection, least value you should get for single bolt, and for more than one bolts you will get a value between these two. Okay, so that is how you have to compare. So these problems in type 1 are simple. So just you have to use your basic formulas like your slenderness, and then this formula is anyways in your code book. So what value to take from where? That is the only thing you have in your type 1 problems. Okay. Fine. I'll just send the notes of this after the class. You can just go through it and make a note of the formula as well as your first problem in your notebooks. Okay. We'll continue in the next class. Thank you.